pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Brings up
this defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And 7.
On 3rd down, Penny. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Yard line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Akers. They try and run. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be taken at the 13. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Score Rams 3, Chiefs 0.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nail coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run here with Akers. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas
Tyreek Hill. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Rams 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The leading rusher for last year's national champs, LSU, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Rams 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Forced out to his left. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman look larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And then this is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Complete to
Tyreek Hill. with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
The kick is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Akers. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Jones. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. This is intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Here's Mostert. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
To kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to that.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Jones' pass intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 30.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up
third down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Off the play fake. Jones going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
2-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
And this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Rams 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to.
And his pass is intercepted for the third time today. Picked up by Javarius Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Complete to Mecole Hardman.
Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Fielded just inside the 20. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly
That
clear
is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Buying time to his left. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 40. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
3 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Akers. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Maryland. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat in the driver to get at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball. The clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Vincent Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And boy, that one one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They'll go again here with Akers. And it goes out right around the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good.
Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
no gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rashad Penny. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
At the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The Rams on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a run with Akers. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup and let him get some time?
And that's That's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each sense,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Jones, off play action. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
A gain of 13.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep, and boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film. You just flush it and never go back and review.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Jones operating from the gun. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.